Right, hello everybody and welcome down to Formby Hall Wood Hay Dunes par 3 course, and today we're going to be talking par 3 strategy. So before we get into the video, guys, if you haven't already, make sure that you go and click all my social media links down there so you can get more information on how to improve your golf. So, like I say, this video we're going to be talking par 3 strategy, and you could almost take this into second shot strategy into a par 4 or just hitting into a green. And what we're looking at is choices of strategy, how you're actually going to play the whole club selection, where you're going to start the ball, why you'll start it there, and hopefully try and gain the best result through these good choices. So if we just zoomed into this hole now, it's 129 yards, and what we'll be able to see as we look down there now is something where the pin is slightly on the left hand side. We've got a bunker short, which is going to be at 119 yards. We've got a bunker left pin high, and then we've also got water on the right hand side that cuts in from about 115. So firstly, we've got to assess what the biggest trouble is there, and obviously if we hit it into the water we're going to be taking a penalty stroke, so we do not want to go near that water. We've got a lot of room left. There obviously is a trap, but trap is better than the water. So first things first, choosing number one, the distance and the line that we're going to hit it. So on that basis, this flag being 129, there is a bunker past it at sort of 145, but I don't think that's going to come into play today for me. So 129 is going to be 135 is my wedge. It's a pretty calm day, so a good one gets me past it, an okay one gets me on it, and anything that's not quite great will get me over the first trap. It'll also get me past that initial bit of water cutting in. What I'm going to do as well is try and start it a little bit in between the two traps, because there's some room there left of the flag. If I did hit it pretty straight, I've still got a bit of green to work with. There's a little bit of fringe. If I hit it onto the fringe, it's quite an easy putt. If I was starting it out right of the pin, going closer towards the water, and I just happen to heel it or leak it a little bit, I'm bringing that water into play, which, like I say, is a no-go zone. If we do hit it in the trap, I would hope that I can up and down it, but if I do hit it in the water, I'm incurring that penalty shot. So I've gone for a club that is on a good shot going to get me just a bit past the hole. I'd always try and play a little bit past the hole on a par 3 if I've got the room to do so. I've chosen the safest side, obviously taking into account there is still hazards there, but what I'm not also going to do is aim straight into the hazard 2 left and go too safe and play it towards that bunker. I'm just going to aim 5 yards left of the flag and allow myself that little bit of leeway from there. And then it's just committing to it. It's going to be a shot where I get behind, I pick my target, try and find an intermediate target halfway down, maybe about a foot in front of me. I know the shot, I know the distance. I'm now lining up to that target. I'm seeing the shot I want in my mind, just playing it over, getting the feel for it, and then I'll pull the trigger. Okay, so that's probably the worst wedge I could have hit. It's not a great strike. It wasn't flighted right. I pushed it a little bit, so like I say, probably the worst. It got over the initial bunker. It didn't go into the water right, even though I hit a push cut, and I'm safe, I think, just on the front of the green. So we'll get down and see what we're going to do from there. So as we've got onto the green now, if we just pan this way slightly towards the bunker, what we'll see is I'm just past it. So the line of the bunker here, and I'm 1, 2, 3 paces on past that, just by a good club selection. If I would have gone greedy and not factored in sort of a poor shot, I think one of the things is everyone tries to pick their Sunday best shot sometimes. You know, if 8-iron, that one time you hit it, it went 155, but on average it goes 140. You always try and play to the 155. So be aware that you're not going to hit every shot, you know, perfect every time, and sort of factor that in. If I would have gone down a club and said that I ripped my gap wedge 130 or 125, so I'll bust it and then hit the same shot, I probably would have found the water that's just behind us, but I didn't, so it's okay. Now that I'm here, I've got probably about a 60-foot putt, and I think one of the things is now I've taken birdie out of the equation because I am that far away. If I hole it, fantastic, but I'm not going to. I think one of the things to do once we've got down to the green is just have a little walk up and down the putt and find out, you know, where the lie's moving a little bit, which way the land goes. I can see that there's a bit of a swale once I get up and it goes down, but predominantly it's uphill, so I have to give it a little bit and then let it trickle down to the hole. I can also feel it's going to go left to right ever so slightly. So once I've had that little walk up and down now, I can choose my line. I'm going to pick something about a foot in front of me. Obviously I'm on the fringe here, so I can't mark and use my line, but I've got an idea of where I want to start it off. Chosen that. Again, just get it into that dustbin lid area. Rolling pretty nicely. Don't go in and... That would just about do, I reckon. That would be pretty good. So as we walk up there now, obviously I hit a pretty poor tee shot, but I've limited the damage by getting that next putt just into that tappable range like here. So I've made my 3. What you want to be doing, guys, just to reiterate those few points. Number 1, get the right distance for the club. So make sure you're picking a club that if you don't hit it fantastic, it's still going to give you a shot. It's not going to put you in too much danger, i.e. you're trying to squeeze too much yardage out of it. So try and play a little bit beyond the flag if you can. Generally, if there is room, just try and play beyond it a little bit. Also, air away from any trouble. Obviously, significant trouble in the water here. A little bit of bunker trouble, but if I get in the bunker, I'd take that over being in the water. Then when we get down on the green, let's just have a little walk up and down the putt, see if it's moving any particular way. Don't try and go for the Hollywood putt and hold these long ones. Just make sure it's a tap in so you can get a 3, or if you've got a shot of 4, don't do anything silly basically. Just make it as stress-free as possible. If you can start to play par 3s well, if you're scoring either a bogey or a par 3, you'll start to see that your scores come down quite a lot because they are sort of shorter holes and ones that people tend to mess up trying to bite too much off. So try and play a little bit safer, be calculated in the decisions you make, and you should start to see that you score better on the par 3s. Guys, thanks for watching this video. If you have liked it, hit that like button for me. Also, drop me down a comment, what other scoring strategy videos would you like to see on the channel? If you haven't already as well, do hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button as well so you don't miss any more videos to help you improve your golf. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.